off, I want to say thanks to Singin River for being a venue that we can have comedy at, because there's a lot of untapped comedy potential here in the Shoals. And they've got taps in there, so this is a very logical place for that to happen. I'm on a diet. I started a diet recently. You might look at me and be like recently yesterday, but it's been about a month, and I'm making some progress. Things are good. I don't understand why people want to call it a weight loss journey these days. A journey, like an excursion, a lovely trip to Bermuda where I can have alcoholic drinks with umbrellas in them, and I can eat all the fancy food that the locals have. And no, it's the opposite of that. You drink water, and if you get hot and sweaty, it's not from laying out and getting sun. It's from exercise. Not fun. But I had to do it because I've been single for a long time, and it's really hard to date when you look like the illegitimate child of Chris Farley and Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Oh, what's that? You want to get some legs, do you? Want to do some running? I think you ought to just keep the fin and live in the river. Thank you. I don't do a lot of impersonations, but Chris Farley is one of them. Another one that I do is a one-sound impersonation. And if you know who it is, it's really going to knock your socks off. This is my one-sound impersonation of Jordan Peterson. This is a terrible segue, and it's going to go over great, or it's going to bomb, so let's cross our fingers. Someone else that does a great one-sound impersonation, Helen Keller does a one-note impersonation of her family dog. The Helen Keller Festival was about a little over a month ago, and oh man, the city council will not use the tagline that I keep sending them. The Helen Keller Festival. Come enjoy what Helen could not. I'm gonna go 1 year, and I wanna put blindfold on, earmuffs, have somebody walk around with water and like periodically splash it on my hand. The full immersive experience. Not IMAX, I-least. I watched the Netflix special Jailbreak, Love on the Run, about the guy that got broke out over here. And I've never been so simultaneously proud and embarrassed to be from this area. Because whoever did the cinematography on that thing, kudos to them, they deserve an award. Because the drone shots, like you can see every ripple of water on the Tennessee River. It even managed to make the cliff there on Sheffield look really pretty. It pans around to McFarland Park, and all the trees are so lush and green, it looks like the paint's drying from God's own brushstrokes. And then it cuts to a guy with 9 teeth that looks like he's Joe Exotic's next husband, saying, well, we didn't want to say nothing about it. We heard him fooling around in the janitor's closet, but she was getting us Coca-Colas and candy bars. Roll Tide, I guess. If you could watch that thing and not need to listen to Sweet Home Alabama about 3 times by the end credits, are you even from here? I got one more and then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm a big fan of history, always have been. And when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, there was this sketch in the history book. And it's just a little pencil sketch of the Lincoln assassination. And Lincoln's like slumped over in the box, and old Mary Todd's reaching out to him, and all the audience members are pointing up and doing Pikachu meme face. And John Wilkes Booth is there on the stage. And the name of the sketch is Sic Semper Tyrannis, which if you know history, thus always the tyrant. It's what John Wilkes Booth said when he jumped on the stage. I'm a little bit more autistic than artistic, so I really need to commission somebody to make that sketch exactly as it is. Old Mary Todd reaching out, Pikachu meme face audience, the whole 9. But where Lincoln is supposed to be, I want a very detailed drawing of a T-Rex with a top hat, head wound, the whole shebang. And I want it to be called Sic Semper Tyrannosaurus. Thanks for laughing at me. Have a great night.